We've got to break down this Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro situation because everything seemed to spiral after Tyler Herro spoke during the NBA Las Vegas Summer League. In that interview, Herro said there were no hard feelings with the Miami Heat or the coaching staff and that both sides were simply heading in different directions. Not long after those comments, reports surfaced claiming he and Bam Adebayo got into a confrontation with allegations that Bam struck Herro in the face. To understand why this story has taken off, we also need to go back and look at some of the messages that were reportedly leaked from Tyler Herro's DMs. We've already seen situations involving players like Kevin Durant where private conversations end up online, and this case is no different. According to what's being circulated, some of the comments linked to Herro in those DMs have drawn a lot of attention. What's interesting is that this comes after Herro previously said on a podcast that he'd always stand behind Bam and be the first one ready to defend him if anything ever happened with another team. So before we get any further into this, let's revisit those comments because they add some important context to everything being discussed now.
Who on the team will always have your back, no questions asked?
Who on the team will always have my back?
Like if a fight breaks out, who's coming to save you? Not save you, but be next to you.
I mean, I would hope all of y'all. Consider I got all y'all back.
You had to choose one person now that's just
one person.
Come to the rescue.
Man.
With no OG no more.
I'm gonna say T, just because we got the longest relationship.
Yeah, I'm coming.
It really doesn't match up with what Tyler Herro said before because these leaked exchanges on X paint a completely different picture. He got into it with a Miami Heat fan after posting that there's someone making $60 million while people keep focusing on him instead of what that player is doing. The fan immediately assumed he was talking about Bam Adebayo, pointing out that Bam earns his money as a top defender who consistently puts up around 20 points and 10 rebounds, while saying Herro is supposed to be the team's primary scorer and should be giving them 25 and 10. Herro pushed back by questioning whether an elite defender should really be making $60 million a season, adding that he never mentioned any names and telling people, if the shoe fits, it fits. When another fan defended Bam by bringing up his playoff performances and saying he was Miami's best player in the finals, Herro stayed on the same point and kept asking whether defense alone justifies that kind of contract. The conversation didn't stop there either, because after someone mentioned Herro's own big scoring games, he responded by wondering why Heat fans stay so focused on everything he does and joked that even posting a picture would have people going crazy. Things escalated even more after another fan argued Bam had already shown he could help lead Miami to the finals alongside Jimmy Butler. Herro answered with a long response, insisting that whenever he's healthy, he's the player who needs more help, not Bam, and pointed to how Cleveland and Boston made stopping him a priority during past playoff series. Once screenshots of the conversation started spreading, Herro called the person leaking them lame and accused them of pretending to be a supporter while hating on Bam and chasing attention. The fan fired back by telling Herro to enjoy Milwaukee and laughed off his responses, while Herro claimed people were getting way too excited about the idea of him leaving. After all of that unfolded online, Herro eventually addressed the situation briefly following the reported altercation, and here's what he had to say.
You see the Miami Heat staff?
Yeah, it's all love. It's all love in Miami. I've seen a couple of the guys and coaching staff, Chris Quinn, Spo, the front office guys. We're all good in Miami, and it's just the opportunity for both sides to reset, get a fresh start, and we're both super happy for this.
Now, Tyler, as physical altercation between Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro this morning at a practice session, it seems like at a hotel here in Las Vegas, and I was able to speak with the Miami Heat and to get comment, and they said they're aware of the incident, but they have no comment moving further. So this is a developing story. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro. I will say this, that there was a social media post by Tyler Herro a few weeks ago. It was something along the lines of Bam Adebayo's mid-range shooting, something along the lines of that. And so that could have been.
We got some breaking news to start SportsCenter tonight. Senior NBA insider Shams Charania joining us now from Vegas. Shams, you have a wild story in Vegas featuring former teammates. What exactly happened?
Kev, now former Miami Heat teammates Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro got into a physical altercation on Friday morning here in Las Vegas. Sources tell me that Bam Adebayo struck Tyler Herro in the face area as they were walking off the practice court at a Las Vegas hotel. This happened when Bam Adebayo, I'm told, approached Tyler Herro about comments that Herro made on social media critiquing Bam after Herro was traded from Miami to Milwaukee over the last couple of weeks. And they were teammates for 7 years together. And we know over the last couple years, Herro's name has been in trade talks. But after some social media comments, Bam Adebayo, I'm told, approached Tyler Herro on it. That's when they got into a confrontation, a back and forth that culminated in Bam Adebayo striking Tyler Herro.
After everything that had been circulating, Tyler Herro was asked about his relationship with the Miami Heat, and he made it sound like there was no bad blood at all. He said everything was still on good terms with the organization, mentioning Erik Spoelstra, Chris Quinn, members of the front office, and saying both sides were happy to move forward with a fresh start. Not long after that, reports surfaced claiming Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro were involved in a physical altercation during a practice session at a Las Vegas hotel. A Miami Heat spokesperson confirmed the team was aware of the incident, but declined to make any further comment as the situation continued to develop. It was also noted that Herro had previously made social media remarks criticizing Bam Adebayo's mid-range game, and those posts were mentioned as a possible source of the tension. Then, Shams Charania reported on SportsCenter that, according to his sources, Bam Adebayo confronted Herro on Friday morning in Las Vegas over comments Herro had made after being traded from Miami to Milwaukee. Shams said the two former teammates, who spent 7 seasons together with the Heat, exchanged words as they left the practice court before the confrontation escalated, with Bam allegedly striking Herro in the face. Chris Haynes also reported on the incident, saying Bam approached Herro about the online comments before the situation turned physical and the two were eventually separated. As of now, the Miami Heat have acknowledged they're aware of what happened, but aren't offering any additional details while the matter is being reviewed. With those reports now out in the open, let's hear what Shannon and the rest of the panel had to say about the situation.
Said field goal shooting. Here, Herro posted a graphic showing Giannis and Bam have the lowest field goal on mid-range field goal attempt. Look at this.
Damn, Herro posted that?
In the DM.
Damn. Hey, the hate be real, don't it, man?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's gonna be real. If he go in that locker room, you know, they look, I don't want to put it out there, but y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all do your own research.
Yeah,
I ain't helping
Yeah.
Herro posted a graphic on his IG story. Damn. I mean, Bam ain't trade you.
Damn.
You need to get mad at Riles. And plus, Riles upset that you every year at some point in time, you gonna get hurt. You know how Riley feel about that. Joe, you played for him. He hate that.
Emotions high. Okay, Ocho. Emotions are high.
I can't get mad at the damn player.
Right, you can't.
What Bam do?
I thought that was his dog. I thought that was his man's.
I thought so too.
The biggest takeaway from all of this is to be careful about what you say behind someone's back, especially if you're acting like everything is fine whenever you're face-to-face with them. If Bam Adebayo had already known Tyler Herro felt that way, maybe this gets addressed much earlier during their time with the Miami Heat, instead of blowing up after everything leaked. We've heard stories from Udonis Haslem and others about Heat practices where teammates handled their issues in the locker room, even mentioning situations like the James Johnson altercation where people let the players settle it themselves. Instead, Bam's first chance to confront Herro reportedly came after those private messages became public, and it's not hard to understand why he'd feel blindsided if someone he considered a friend had been criticizing him all along. If you've got those kinds of feelings towards somebody, smiling in their face while saying something completely different online is only going to create bigger problems. This is also another reminder of how risky it is for athletes to argue with random people on social media, because those conversations have a way of becoming public. If Herro really had an issue with Bam, saying it directly would have been a lot clearer than making comments that never mentioned a name but obviously pointed toward one person. Once you bring up a $60 million contract and question whether an elite defender deserves it, people are naturally going to connect that to Bam Adebayo. Bam has had huge performances, including an 83-point game this season. He's been central to Miami's defensive identity, and he's helped the Heat reach the NBA Finals. Meanwhile, Herro has dealt with injuries at important times. The Heat ultimately decided to move on from him, and now this entire situation could leave people questioning whether they can fully trust him. At the end of the day, if there's a lesson here, it's that saying one thing in public while telling strangers something completely different in private usually ends badly, and hopefully Herro learns from the experience moving forward.